What's good? Podcast really good. It is your man Theo Butler, and we back. We back with Johnathan Hickman and Federico Vicenti's Imperial issue 2. Y'all clap that damn thing off. Yeah. They broke their foot off in this. Yeah. They did this. In this issue, things definitely go from bad to worse for all those involved. Yeah. We also get to see T'Challa. Yeah. We get to see T'Challa flex in a way we haven't seen for quite some time. So without further delay, let's go ahead and get underway. Yeah. So we open up with dialogue from our two competitors from last issue. And I'm pretty sure one is the Grandmaster. I'm pretty sure one is Grandmaster. And based on their game pieces, they're officially bringing Wakanda into the fray. Long story short, Wakanda has the most precious resource in the galaxy when it comes to building stargates, vibranium. Does anyone really need a reason or just an excuse to go after it? That's a great question. From there, we shift scenes to a Kree Skrull flagship in Wakanda space. So nobody told him? No. Like before Wakanda became a player in interstellar space travel, the Wakandans on Earth were known for deleting folks. Like, I don't want to see Wakanda visit. That right there, the whole King in Black. Yeah. The Empire storyline. That was before they got this. And you just hanging around in Wakanda. Okay. That's what we're doing. Okay. Anyway, I guess what I'm saying is, I know this is Ronan. I know he's the accuser. But like I said, you felt safe. That's a whole planet full of Wakandas is what I'm saying. Like that whole empire, intergalactic. Mind you, while Ronan practices caution, which is unusual for him, the Supreme Intelligence wants to smoke. Right now, the Supreme Intelligence wants to smoke. Say less. As Gladiator observes from the Shi'ar flagship, being more of a tactician, he waits for the perfect opportunity alongside his fellow Imperial Super Guardians. Not for nothing, but Imperial Guardians sound better to me. But I gotta ask, like, if they're the Imperial Super Guardians, who are just the Imperial Guardians? Because and how do you get promoted from being an Imperial Guardian to being a Super? Is that even a thing? Like, I'm just. Anyways, thinking they have a lock on T'Challa, they decide to attack. They go through a lot to get to the Panther, except that's the wrong one. That's actually Shuri. Yep. And where's her brother? On a moon comprised of vibranium. That's where her brother at. On a moon comprised of vibranium. That's where her brother at. And all they're waiting for is 70% of the invading armada to get within distance. They just need 10% more because they got 60% right where they want them. T'Challa wants 70. Why? And folks think Bruce Wayne is the only one with good prep time. Yep. Over to the Spartoy command vessel where Richard Rider, aka Nova, is bringing Peter Quill, Star-Lord, up to speed on how well the attack is going and that they have a prisoner of war. Turns out to be Shuri. And right off the rip, Star-Lord essentially accuses Wakanda of assassinating his father and other high-ranking dignitaries. Nova says they have proof. Now, this is the thing with me. Who isn't tracking whom in this story? And what I mean when I ask that question is, so like, true enough, Peter Quill has rocks for brains. That's what that is. But Richard Rider ain't dumb. And Bruce is in this story. Banner is in this story too. Y'all didn't realize y'all was getting played? Some of these characters know each other well enough to know how the other one moved. Yes, we as writers, readers can say emotions were involved, but we know some of these characters are hard to manipulate emotionally. You don't knock them off their square by trying to manipulate them emotionally, right? Right. That said, quite a few have allowed themselves to be played. Bruce, you really think T'Challa had something to do with your son being deleted? Peter can think what he want to. Richard, you ain't know no better. Keeping right along here. Anyways, back on the Wakanda. 70 other folks. Yeah, it's 70% now. He got them right where they want to. 70% of the invading fleet in range, T'Challa activates their secret weapon, and it does what it does what it's supposed to do. Yeah, that they done. Powerless, inert, floating in space. Yeah. Can we give it up one time for Johnathan Hickman? Y'all give it up one time. This what I gotta wait. Theo, don't do it. No. The only way I can get T'Challa done with some respect in the 616 is if either a sister is writing him, right? Either a sister writing him or somebody that's not a brother is writing him. That's what I got to say. Now, over in the Ultimate Universe, I got Brian Hill making it do what it do. So I got Sherilyn Eaton, I got Johnathan Hickman, and y'all making me feel good. Y'all making me feel good. Brian, we're going to come back with Ultimate Black Panther later on today. Don't even worry about it, big dog. Y'all making me feel good. Johnathan. I ain't even finished yet, Johnathan. Oh, man. You know what? I heard folks say how they feel about T'Challa, but you know what? You ain't got to say nothing. I can just tell just how you right to do. You ain't got to say nothing. Come on back here. Anyway, you got 70% of the invaded fleet being rendered powerless in deep space. And this right here, your most loyal Hatut Zaraze. I ain't gonna lie, big dog. I'll give you a hug right now. If you were standing there in front of me right now, big dog, just man to man, Mr. Hickman, it'd be a brotherly hug. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a bro. Y'all like, Theo, no. I don't know why we can't do this. Like, that's where I'm at with it. I don't know why we can't do it. I mean, I done seen Reginald do it. Christopher Priest do it when he want to. Like, it ain't like Christopher Priest can't do it. It's just, I don't know. Ta-Nehisi Coates can do it. I don't. Thank you. Like I said, I give you a hug right now. I ain't lying. You just have no idea how you making us feel right now as Black Panther fans. When I say Black Panther fans, I'm talking about all the characters in Black Panther lore. You don't know how you making me feel good. You just in the song by DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Press Prince, it's just the things that you do. It's just the things that you do. It's just the things that you do. It's just the things the way you do the things you do. Yeah. Oh, you making me feel good. Let's get on back in this story. Speaking of smiling, our hero is confident as hell, ain't he? We will crush them between us. Oh, I love that. Leniency comes after submission. Oh, man. When last time you heard our big dog talk like this right here, Yana? Feel it. I feel it. You better talk your talk. That's all I gotta say. Lord, we got the high toot, and I ain't gonna lie. I'm digging the ceremonial loincloth that T'Challa got going on. Shorty had it. Yeah. Safe to say she was him playing the role of him and everything like that. Back on Kylon, Gladiator realizes the extent of the damage reaches out to the Magistrates. That's what he said. Realizing what's going on, he reaches out to the Magistrate. He like, y'all good? They're like, yeah, y'all good. Then y'all stay where y'all at then. Don't come over here. See, Listen to what I'm saying. Understand what I'm saying. It ain't good over here. You good. Don't come over here. Yeah, well, Deathbird, she understands her assignment. About time somebody had some sense. Over to the Regillian man of war, the Wakandans, led by T'Challa. Yeah, they didn't start boarding. Yeah, they didn't pull it up. They didn't pull it up. Boarding the enemy vessel. When the last time we seen the Wakandans board an enemy vessel? Oh, that would be Aliens versus Avengers, right? Who wrote that? No one wrote that real quick. Who wrote Aliens versus Avengers? Hold on. Oh, Johnathan Hickman. You're like, Theo, no. We're not going to do that. Mad respect. You remember Aliens versus Avengers? Remember when the Wakandans pulled up? Yeah. T'Challa got out with his son and the rest of the hot... Yeah. I know I said I wasn't going to do this no more. You know what I'm saying? I did. I said I wasn't going to do this no more because I'd be like, I don't be, because folk don't know how to act. But, I don't want to say Johnathan Hickman is invited to the barbecue, but Johnathan, you invited to the barbecue. Johnathan is invited to the barbecue. Now, you good? Come on, big dog. Fix your plate. Fix your plate. What you need, big dog? Oh, man, come on. We're going to get back in this thing. So, over to the Regillian man of war, the Wakandans began boarding the enemy vessel with success until Amadeus Cho and Bruce show up. That's two Hulks. Yeah. On Spartoid command, Shorty is explaining to Nova and Peter how they got played. Yeah. You got played. We also find out that vibranium can be made. You know what? Y'all doing the thing. I don't. You know what? Round of applause. We're going to start right here. A lot going on around here and everything like that. Thank you. See, this is some good writing. Writing makes sense. Everybody, all the characters writing makes sense. Oh, folks act like you wrong for wanting some consistent writing. And we gonna keep the party rolling because Johnathan ain't missing nothing. Let's go on back on into this thing. Not only do we find out that vibranium can be fabricated, but it's expensive to do so. Which is what the assassins from issue 1 used. M'Baku, observed from afar while commentating on the spoils of war amongst Wakandan ministers, except those aren't Wakandan ministers. All right. It's called Imperial. It's giving me Secret Invasion 2.0 vibes based on this right here. Yeah. And throwing money at M'Baku. So he was, I ain't gonna lie. I always kind of felt like, and I don't know where Johnathan Hickman is going, but I always kind of felt like M'Baku, considering who he was named after, and even in Ta-Nehisi Coates' run, he wasn't sure whether or not he was going to conduct himself like his namesake because he knew who the M'Baku from. So he was always concerned. So, and was he gonna have to see how it play out. But that ain't, that don't say it ain't so, is what I'm saying. Like, say it ain't so. And did he just say Veronque? I know who that is. Yeah, did I say this is giving me Secret Invasion 2.0 vibes? Yeah, you saying Veronque. I know who that. Yeah, it is. Yeah, this definitely giving Secret Invasion vibes. We're going to have to come back to that, though, as T'Challa is facing off against not one, but two Hulks. Yeah. Scratch that. Foot to mouth. We just facing off against one Hulk. That's what that got. Yeah, foot to mouth. Not sure if that's Skybreaker, but Bruce did feel it. Yeah, he felt that. And this is supposed to be the strongest version of the Hulk. I didn't say that. That's what everybody else been saying online. Y'all say this the strongest version of the Hulk, huh? World Breaker Hulk? Because I ain't see nobody put hands on. I seen what the brother name from the Inhumans and everything like that, Black Bolt. He said, I want to hear you scream. And Black Bolt, he said, no, I said, I want to hear you scream. So I seen a lot of folks. He walked through a whole bunch of X-Men. He did. He said, this hurt. I don't know what you want me to do with that. He said, this here yonder. He said, this here yonder hurt. That's what he said. He said, this here yonder hurt. And I'm pretty sure T'Challa feels this. I'm pretty sure T'Challa feels this. This series of panels, though, what Johnathan Hickman and Federico Vicenti got going on right here, yonder? Yeah, man, come on. T'Challa teleport. If they use him right, anybody writing T'Challa right, T'Challa whole problem. Oh, clearly, safe to say, JR didn't do none of that. Yeah. It's a whole problem. Regardless, before he and T'Challa can continue, Amadeus Cho lets them know they have Skrull soldiers headed their way, and they aren't friendlies. As we see across the various flagships, all hell is breaking loose. Yeah. All hell is breaking loose. Let me do this real. Yeah. So with all hell breaking loose, Gladiator tries to hail the Majestrix. Before we get an answer, though, we shift scenes over to Shorty, Peter, and Nova, having taken down the Skrulls who attacked them. Yeah, they, like Gladiator, also realize they've been played. They need to figure out how and by who. The only way to do that is to holler at a supreme intelligence. Fortunately for them, Nova knows where one is. Unfortunately for them, all of their ships have been disabled. Yeah, that's what, save one. Save one. And that would be the ship that the Guardians of the Galaxy are flying. Back over to the Majestrix, where we find they have indeed been taken over by Skrulls for a hot second. Then we get the hobgoblin, the Shi'ar hobgoblins. Oh yeah, Jonathan in his bag. I don't know whether that's gonna mean something, but they look like they got on that what they got around their neck look kind of familiar. I don't know if it means something, but it looked familiar, is all I'm saying. Anyway, the hobgoblins make their official presence known as the coup to the Shi'ar throne is announced. You know, considering who Lilandra's brother is, I ain't never felt like, always felt like this was one move away. Like, I don't even know how they held it down this long. The little treaty and everything like that. Now, mind you, it's, you know, the Skrulls and the Creep and it, like they had since for years. I don't, never trusted them. Shi'ar, considering who, Deathbird, I don't trust none of that. But hey, they made it last for a minute. This don't, you see how he said, were they looking for a reason or were they looking for an excuse? Anyway. anyway, from there, we see the plan unfold as explosives are placed on the stargates. Yeah, and just like that, the Shi'ar and the Wakandans are presumed to be taken off the board. Yeah, Grandmaster don't really play fair, but hey, that is the Grandmaster. But yeah, so here are my thoughts on it. Johnathan Hickman is in his bag. Federico is complimenting his words with some fantastic artwork. I got a whole bunch of questions in regards to this story because I'm reading the Avengers. Right? And I follow my favorite character, T'Challa. And so I'm like, understanding he has access to the Intergalactic Empire. We find that out with Dr. Eve Ewing's run anytime he wants to. So I'm like, okay, where is that in the timeline? Because is this a self-contained story? He was in the Meridian Diadem. Jed McKay, he back over there with the Avengers. We got One World Under Doom going on right now. Now we finna have X-Men Revelations. I ain't got a damn thing to do with that. Okay, so maybe this story takes place during X-Men Revelations, which would mean somewhere once T'Challa gets back to the Avengers, he gotta go step off to handle some business. And this is the business that's being handled. We do see in issue 3, I had a question on the live last night, what was going on with Shuri, but clearly when you read issue 2, that was Shuri, playing a role so they could think that they had T'Challa and everything. Oh, moon made out of vibranium? Wow, that's crazy. And then the respect being, oh man, you know how long it's been since we don't really get respect put on Benjamin Percy. Respect put on T'Challa on a consistent basis. And it's great to have somebody come around. Now, mind you, all I'm seeing everybody being, Johnathan Hickman writes these characters like he knows them. Like, and that's what you want at the end of the day. It might not be the writing that you want, but it's got to make sense, right? And Johnathan Hickman has these characters, whether we're talking Peter Quill, whether we're talking Richard Rider, whether we're talking Deathbird, whether we're talking about Gladiator, whether we're talking about how the Skrulls conducted themselves, being able to Veronke's name and everything like that, writing the Hatut Zaraze the way they supposed to. Oh, shit. All I'm saying is, I'm definitely coming back for issue 3. You might want to make it do what it's going to do. That's it. I'm out. I'm absolutely out and everything like that. Let me know what your comments are. We're going to do our best to get this uploaded today and then come back with Ultimate Black Panther with Brian Hill. But this, man, hey, got to make it do what it's going to do. That's it. In the meantime, in between time, like, share, subscribe, right? Remember the late, great Don Cornelius and Chadwick Boseman. Until next time, I wish each and every last one of you love, peace, and so, yeah.